Hello, welcome to another Team Better Magic video, hosting your very own Nick. Today I'm going to be opening a box of Magic Origins. This is the final core set from what they believe, so hopefully in today's box we'll get some goodies. With us is the buy box promo, Relic Seeker. Let's see if we can back up just a little bit. And then the release day promo, and then the very own Path Exile, which is this month's F&M promo. Alright, let's go ahead and crack this baby open. Let's back up a little bit on the camera too. Alright. Do one real quick thing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I always do it left to right. It's always just been what I do. Alright, just going to lay them out in front of me, and we're just going to crack them one by one. Hopefully you didn't see the rare mythic. Alright, the uncommons are Citadel Castellan, Turn to Frog, Sentinel of the Eternal Watch, and our first rare is Dark Petition, 3 and a double black. Suit your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library. Spell Mastery, which is a new mechanic. If there are 2 or more instant or sorcery spells in your graveyard, add 3 mana to your mana pool. So it's like a Dark Ritual added effect. Alright. So the big things to be looking out for are definitely the foils, foil rares, foil mythics, the planeswalkers, the new flip planeswalkers, along with a couple of decent foil uncommons. Alright, we got Cruel Revival, Valor and Akros, Fleshbag, Marauder. And our next one is Orbs of Warding, 5. And it's an artifact. You have hexproof. If a creature would deal damage to you, prevent 1 of that damage. And we do have a foil, and that is Subterranean Scout, 1 and 1 red. Decent red card. Probably not worth too much. Alright, on to the next pack. We have the commons, Shadow of the Past, Bounding Crassus, Malakir Coldblade, and our next one is Flame Shadow Conjuring. For 3 and a red, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 red. If you do put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of that creature, that token gains haste. Exile at the beginning of your next end step. And our foil is Gather the Pack. 1 and a green. So, we haven't really hit anything great so far, but rather I get this out of the way now and not have to worry about it. I think overall this entire set was somewhat underwhelming as far as value goes, but who knows? Maybe prices will go up with the Pro Tour coming up here in the next couple weeks. Prism Ring, Chief of the Foundry, Throwing Knife, and our next one is our first mythic, Erebos' Titan, 1 and a triple black. As long as your opponents control no creatures, Erebos Titan has indestructible. Whenever a creature card leaves an opponent's graveyard, you may discard a card. If you do, return Erebos' Titan from your graveyard to your hand. We do have a foil, and that is Helm of the Gods. Ooh, we got ourselves a foil rare. For 1, equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each equipment enchantment you control. Pretty good card. We're definitely hit a couple dollars there from those 2 cards. Alright, on to the next pack. Actually, let me double check and make sure the stream's still rolling. Okay, we're still good. Our next pack. Alright, on to our uncommons. Seismic Elemental, Nauru Trapper, Day Tome. I know I screwed that up. And our next one is Ember Maw Helion, 3 and a double red with Trample. If another red source you control will deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +1 to a permanent or player instead. Played that card this evening in our draft, so I think it was a pretty good bomb. Not much value on that one. Next pack. Our uncommons: Iroas' Champion, Conclave Naturalist, Enthralling Victor, and our next rare is Harbinger of the Tides. A double blue. You may cast Harbinger of the Tides as though it had flash. If you pay 2 more to cast it, when it enters the battlefield, you may return target tap creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Pretty good, merfolk, and we do not have a foil. Thought we did, but I was wrong. Ooh. Battle for Zendikar, definitely get hyped for that. Coming October 2nd. Alright, we have Zendikar Incarnate, Ruined Servitor, Dwennan's Elite, and our next rare is Hallowed Moonlight. For 1 and 1 white until the end of turn. If a creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it and then draw a card. And we do have our cool little flip card for where you'll put the planeswalkers when you play one unconstructed or limited. Maybe that's a sign that I'll get one today. On to the next pack. The uncommons are Elemental Bond, Blood Cursed Knight, Somberwald Alpha, and our next one is one of the reprinted Painlands, Battlefield Forge. And this is the red-white one. I want to thank everyone for entering the chat and watching the stream and me cracking open this Magic Origins box. Maybe with everyone's support, maybe we'll get some good value here. Tormented Thoughts, Hydrolash, Sentinel of the Eternal Watch, and our next one is, oh, I saw Gideon's. Unfortunately, it's not the Gideon that I want. Gideon's Phalanx, 5 and a double white, put 4 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance onto the battlefield with spell mastery, and if there 2 or more instants or sorceries in your graveyard, creature you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Tragic. That wouldn't be the first time the Wizards have trolled me with a really good card. I'm sure it won't be the last. Alright, so the next pack. I don't know why, but I have a feeling this is a foil pack. Sphinx's Tutelage, Clash of Wills, Eyeblight Massacre, and Herald of the Pantheon. 1 and 1 green. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life. Pretty good card. I definitely could see this in constructed. And we do have a foil, and it's Kythian's Tactics. So far, we have gotten 1 mythic and a foil rare, along with a couple other foil commons and uncommons. We're just about done with this row. Sky Snare Spider, Call of the Full Moon, Thopter Engineer, and our next one is another Kythian troll. Kythian's Irregulars, 2 and a double white with Renown 1. For 2 white, you may tap target creature. Last pack of the sleeve, and then we will move to the middle. You know, I've seen Kythian 3 times already. Maybe we'll actually get one. Who knows? Sigil of Valor, Shadows of the Past, Throwing Knife, and we have Honored Hierarch for 1 green with Renown 1. As long as Honored Hierarch is renowned, it has Vigilance and tap 1 mana of any color. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move to the middle sleeve. Hope everyone's having a good evening with Magic Origins coming out. I'm sure everyone's looking for some new cards. Alright. Angel's Tomb, Fiery Conclusion, Possessed Gab, and our next rare is Mana Gorger Hydra. 2 and a green with Trample. Whenever a player casts a spell, you may put a 1/1 counter on Mana Gorger Hydra. Alright, Ravaging Blaze, Necromantic Summons, Tower Geist, and our next rare is Gaia's Revenge. 5 and a double green. Elemental can't be countered. Haste can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities from non-green sources. Pretty good card. I could definitely see that in some type of constructed. Conclave Naturalist, Turn to Frog, Valoran Mordens, and our next rare is Alhamaret High Arbiter. 5 and a double blue. Legendary Sphinx. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose the name of a non-land card revealed this way. Your opponents can't cast spells with that chosen name. I think it's Alhamaret. I know I butchered that one pretty hard. Next pack. Girapure Aether Grid, Zendikar's Royal, Anchor to the Aether, and our next rare is Mizium Meddler. 2 in a blue with flash. When it enters the battlefield, you may change the target spell or ability to Mizium Meddler. If you're just joining, you haven't been missing too much. Not very much has been pulled yet as far as value. Hopefully that will change. I've got about half the box left to open. Maybe we'll see our luck turn around. Majoring Network, Totem Guide, Hearts of Beast, Shaman of the Pack, and our next rare is Jace's Sanctum, 3 and a blue. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, scry 1. Alright. We have Jiraga Invocation, Skyraker Giant, Rogue's Passage, and our next rare is Outland Colossus for 3 and a double green. With Renown 6, which is a new mechanic also, Outland Colossus can't be blocked by more than one creature. We do have a foil in this pack, and this is Catacomb Slug. I'm not gonna lie, I like the cracking of the Modern Master packs more than I like these. For some reason, they just sounded better. Alright, the next pack. Ravaging Blaze, Call of the Full Moon, Thopter Engineer, and our next rare is Priest of the Bloodrite, 3 and a double black. When it enters the battlefield, put a black 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life. Sphinx's Tutelage, Meteorite, Eyeblight Massacre, and our next rare is Aspiring Aeronaut, 3 and a blue. Oh, what? That's weird. We had our foil common in front of our rare, which is, I believe, Liliana, Heretical Healer, 1 and a double black. Lifelink whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield. Dies. Exile Liliana, and then return her to the battlefield transformed under her owner's controller. If you do, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. That was really weird. I'm not gonna lie, that threw me off pretty heavily. And on her flip side, her +2 is each player discards a card. -X, return target non-legendary creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. In her ultimate, you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of your next end step. So we're slowly getting back on track. Unfortunately, I honestly thought Liliana was our actual foil instead of our regular, but I'll take it. Really weird. I think people have been having this problem too, where the foil is in front of the rare. Psychic Rebuttal, Scab Goliath, Sigilled Starfish, aka Patrick, and our next one is Caves of Koilos. It is one of the reprinted enemy Painlands for black and white. Usually I'm pretty good with box openings. I get fairly lucky on what I can crack, but it doesn't seem like I've gotten too much luck this evening. Maybe that'll change. Alright, we got Brawler's Plate, Anointer of Champions, War Oracle. And our next rare is Talent of the Telepath. 2 and a double blue. Target opponent reveals them without paying its mana cost. Then that player puts the rest into his or her graveyard. Spell Mastery. You may cast up to 2 revealed instant or sorcery cards instead of 1. Sigil of Valor. Acquittal of the Inferno. Blessed Spirits, and our next rare is Abbot of Carroll Keep. 1 and 1 red with Prowess. When Abbot of Carroll Keep enters the battlefield, exile the top card of your library. Till end of turn, you may play that card. And we do have a foil, if I'm correct, and I lied. Usually I'm good with that, but not that one. This is the last pack of the middle sleeve. We've got one more sleeve to go. Patron of the Valiant. Blazing Hellhound. Gold Forged Sentinel. And our rare is Tainted Remedy. 2 and a black. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. Alright guys, we're on to our final sleeve here. Just want to say thanks for everyone for showing in and coming in and watching me crack a box of Magic Origins. If you like what you see here, definitely subscribe to our channel. We do stream several times a week, or at least we try to. Usually a lot more when a new set comes out. We also make videos on YouTube at youtube.com/bettermagic. All one word. Alright. We have Warhorn. Consecrated by Blood. Knightly Valor, and our rare is Disciple of the Ring. 3 and a double blue. Human Wizard. 1. Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Choose 1. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. So it's a negate. Disciple of the Ring gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Tap target creature or untap target creature. Makes me sad that our third mythic of tonight is Disciple of the Ring, but maybe we'll get lucky and hit 4 or 5. In most sets, there's usually quite several valuable rare cards. Unfortunately, this one I think only has 1, which we haven't seen yet. Maybe we'll see it. Scab Goliath. Reclusive Artificer. Jahesian Thief, and our next rare is Animist Awakening. Sorcery for X and a green. Reveal the top X card of your library. Put all land cards from among them onto the battlefield, tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If there are 2 or more instant or spells, untap those lands as well. Alright, we have Murder Investigation, Citadel Castellan, Ram Roller, and our next rare is Displacement Wave. Return all non-land permanents with converted mana cost X or less to their owner's hands, and it costs X and 2 blue. Starting to overfill with paper. Alright, Warlair Rogue, War Oracle, Undercity Troll, and our next rare is Kothaped, Soul Hoarder for 4 and a double black. Whenever a permanent owned by another player is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. 6/6. And our next rare is the Spoiler of Souls, our second foil rare. Pretty lucky of us. Double black. The Spoiler of Souls can't block. For 2 black, exile 2 other creature cards from your graveyard. Return the Spoiler of Souls from your graveyard to the battlefield. Well, as much as I like to say, I don't think we're going to get much luckier than 2 foil rares in one box. Oops. Maybe a pile driver will seal the deal for us. Swift Reckoning, Goblin Glory Chaser, Blightcaster, and our next rare is our 4th mythic, Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh. 1 and a double red. Whenever you cast a red spell and tap Chandra, tap it, deals 1 damage to target player. If Chandra has dealt 3 or more damage this turn, exile her, then return to the battlefield transformed. And we did get the little flip card. And Chandra deals 2 damage to target player as her +1. Her -2, it deals 2 damage to target creature. Her ultimate deals 6 damage to each opponent. Each creature dealt damage this way gets an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep. This emblem deals 3 damage to you. Pretty good card. I think it's safe to say that we have ran out of luck. We've got about 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 packs to go. Maybe we'll get a pile driver. I think that will seal the deal here for us. Or maybe another mythic. I'm just being optimistic. Alright. Mage Ring Network, Fiery Conclusion, Enthralling Victor, and we have a repeating Caves of Koilos. Well, I got rid of all my pain lands, but it appears that they'll be making a comeback into my trade binder. Magmatic Insight, Clash of Wills, Consul's Lieutenant, and our next rare is Thopter Spy Network. 2 and a double blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control an artifact, put a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature with token with flying onto the battlefield. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Alright, we have Angel's Tomb, Foundry of the Consuls, Jahesian Thief, and our next rare is Helm of the Gods, which is what we received earlier. 1 equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and equips for 1. Nope. Weird thing enough, we have not received a foil basic yet. So that's interesting. Maybe it's just the luck of this box, but I have not received one yet. Alright. Elemental Bond. Gather the Pack. Thunderclap Wyvern, and our next rare is the Great Aurora. So we do end up getting, I think that's Mythic number 5. 6 and a triple green. Each player shuffles all cards from his or her hand and all permanents he or she owns into his or her library, then draws that many cards. Each player may put any number of land cards from his or her hand onto the battlefield. Exile. This is no, it's not a foil pack. So that is Mythic number 5 in this box. So we've definitely beat our quota for what we usually are supposed to get. Anything else is gravy. We just need a pile driver to say this is a valued box. Alright, we got Hydrolash, Knightly Valor, Possessed Scab, and Relic Seeker, our buy a box promo. And also my pre-release promo. 1 and 1 white, renown 1. When it becomes renowned, you may search your library for an equipment card. Reveal it and put it into your hands and shuffle your library. 2 packs left, guys. I'm thinking at least one of them has a foil in it. Maybe a pile driver in one of them too. I can only hope. Just look at that. Look at that area right there. That's from the pack itself. Eek. Alright, we have Swift Reckoning, Somberwald Alpha, Revenant, and our next rare is our 4th Painland, Yevamaya Coast. And that's the blue-green one. Alright guys, we got the last pack here. I just want to say thank you everyone for coming and watching me open this Magic Origins box. I had a guess of a foil, and I have a guess of Goblin Pile Driver being a rare, so I don't think any of those are going to happen just by the feel of this pack, but we can only hope. Sky Snare Spider, Goblin Glory Chaser, Undercity Troll. Ooh! We got there. Calling it on the last pack. Goblin Pile Driver, 1 and 1 red. Goblin Warrior, protection from blue. Whenever it attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking goblin. And no foil. But I definitely can't complain here, guys. I did call one of the two. I want to appreciate everyone for dropping in and saying hello and watching me open this box.